हो 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 यूं तो हम तुम भूलने को मिलते रहे पर क्यों आज ऐसा लगा कोई मिल गया कोई मिल गया कौन मिल गया कोई मिल गया मुझसे मिलकर क्या होता है ये बतलाओ ना ये बतलाओ ना बात ये हम कानों में कहेंगे पास में आना पास में आना
Good afternoon and welcome to the Ken Rampersaud Show here on Island Zone Radio and on Facebook. You are listening to Angela Moti and Riff Prasad, Koi Mil Gaya. Listen and enjoy.
यूं तो बातें करने तो करते रहे पर क्यों आज ऐसा लगा कोई मिल गया कोई मिल गया कौन मिल गया कोई मिल गया आकर मेरे पास में तुम हो जाकर भी हो पास जाकर भी हो पास इस एहसास की जैसा कोई और नहीं एहसास और नहीं एहसास ये जो भी हो रहा है क्यों जानता नहीं मैं अपने ही दिल की बातें पहचानता नहीं मैं पहचानो 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 ते तो अपना पहले भी धड़का किया पर क्यों आज ऐसा लगा कोई मिल गया कोई मिल गया कौन मिल गया कोई मिल गया
Good afternoon, guys, and welcome back to the Ken Rampersaud Show here on Island Zone Radio. We have some very important topic to discuss here today. But before I do that, today is a beautiful day, October the 11th, 2020. And welcome to Island Zone Radio. I'm your host, Ken Rampersaud. And alongside with me today, I'll have DJ Bo that will be playing all the songs. Also, I want to say that the song that you were listening to, the beautiful Angela Moti and Riff Prasad, all the way from Florida. I also want to say congratulations to Selector Abid and his wife. I know they celebrated their wedding anniversary yesterday, and I could tell you they had a blast. Also, I want to tell you happy birthday to Michael Nalini Naidu. Her son's birthday was yesterday, and I want to say happy birthday to today is DJ Fest, that birthday, or they're celebrating his birthday today. So on behalf of the Ken Rampersaud Show and on Island Zone Radio, we would like to wish all of you guys a happy birthday. Later on down the line, we will play a very special song for all of you. A very interesting discussion today I will have. As I was thinking about adolescent, we talked about that last week. How do we raise a happy child? Also, tips on how to build a confident kid and some valuable life skills to teach your teen as they prepare for adulthood. So also essential life skills every teen needs to know at home before they move on to their life. So we'll be talking a lot of things today, and I hope that we could have some good discussion. Let's make this interactive so that I could read some of your comments. Also, we learned today is a girl child. Today is Girl Child Day. And so we are blessed with girl child in our life. Unfortunately, I don't have a biological daughter, but I have so many daughters around the world. So yes, guys, good afternoon. Please continue to share the page to your friends and your family, and listen how we can make a better life for our children and what we can do to help them in life. I'm going to ask our DJ to play probably a birthday song or another song, and when we come back, we'll go straight to the discussion for you guys. So thank you very much. Let's see, before we do that, let's say hello. I just remembered hello to you guys. Indra Basdev is watching. Leela, thank you very much for watching. Annie Davy, thank you. Danmati Nanku. Sheila Munger saying, you know, Sheila, today I was thinking about you. I was going to send you a message because I didn't hear from you a while, or probably I forgot, all the way from Suriname. Indra Bihari, thanks for watching. Ganesh Lalbachan, thank you very much. Anita Aziz, thank you very much. Babita Adolphus, thank you very much. Danmati Nandalal, thank you very much. Indra Singh, thank you very much. Nawaz Narisa, thank you very much. Alicia Fernandez, all the way from Trinidad and Tobago. Good to have you in, and I see you got some nice love. I love the pink color too, as you can see the pink in the background here. Asha Mohanlal, thanks for watching. Lorraine Nabab, thank you very much for watching. And yes, she said good afternoon, and good afternoon to you too. Alicia is from Trinidad and Tobago. Ramsamoj, thank Chalma Ramsamoj, good afternoon, everyone. And she's putting out some flowers, some praying hand, Guyana, flowers, love, and she is dancing. And there you sing, good afternoon, how are you in beautiful Barbados? I can tell you this is a beautiful weather now in Barbados, so hope to come to Barbados sometime soon. Katura, thanks for tuning in. And she asked what is the subject matter that I said earlier. Also, if you want to, you guys can read. I put up this subject matter somewhere where the show is, so you can look that up too. Nalo Ramnarain, thank you very much for watching. So let's go for a nice song, and when I come back, we will start the discussion. You're watching the Ken Rampersaud Show here on Island Zone Radio.
नाचे गाए आज मस्ती भरी शाम है आओ झूमे नाचे गाए आज मस्ती भरी शाम है चांद तारों का खजाना आज तुझ पे है लुटाना एक राजा का ऐलान है हर पल नया जाम है जिंदगी चुन लो खुशियाँ सारी दिल की देखो रंगत महफिल की नई रौनक नई शान है
Happy birthday to all of you who are celebrating your birthday. Good afternoon and welcome back to the Ken Rampersaud Show here on Island Zone Radio. And you know what? Anytime any one of you have any birthday or you want to send over any birthday greetings, please let me know ahead of time, and I will always have a song ready to play for you guys, because without you guys, this show, the Ken Rampersaud Show, is nothing. And I really love you guys and appreciate all that you're doing for me in keeping me here on the radio. I see Mavis Kissoon is on. She says, good afternoon to you, Ken Rampersaud, and everyone at Island Zone Radio. Have a wonderful and a blessed day. God bless. Sunday afternoon to everyone. Chitra Jaipat Arjun, thank you very much. Naz Ali, she said, happy birthday song. Yes, it's a nice song. Kumari Parbu, thank you very much for watching. Welcome to your living beautiful tune, your lovely beautiful tune. Watching you live. Thank you very much, Nisha Darling. Thank you very much for watching. Sabitri Ramsamoj, thank you very much for watching. My good friend just tuned in. Maureen Ramcharan, thank you very much for watching. Let's see, Chitra, thanks again. Ryan Jeffrey, he's watching the DJ Fest. That's DJ Fest. Happy birthday again to your lovely dad. I see you look just like daddy. Haru Rupnarayan, thanks for tuning in. Guys, and please share the page so other friends could watch. To my good friend, Rudolph Roach, watching all the way from Hartford, Connecticut. Lisa Welu, thank you very much. And you know, Rudolph Roach, a guy from Berbice who is doing his thing too. So thanks for tuning in, and please share the page. Shani Etwaru, thanks for watching. My good friend Deepa Dasrat, she is from Lenora but living in Florida now. Shirley A. Barnes, thanks for watching. As DJ Fest says, please like and share. Bibi Khan, good evening. She loved the lovely music. Mavis Kissoon, thanks again. Lola Lisa Prashad, thank you very much. Nisha Darling, thank you very much for watching. Sandra Prasad, thanks for watching. Reno Fitzpatrick, thank you very much for watching the Ken Rampersaud Show. Bruds Ali, thanks for watching. Montoon, thanks for watching. Lorraine Nabab, again, thanks for watching. You know, when I was thinking about adolescent and teens and so on, I was thinking, you know, what information out there that I can share with you guys? How can we help the children grow up to be great human being and to be good human being, to be good to us, to take care of us when we get older? And so we get I have some good tips for you guys how you can do that. I know tomorrow is a holiday here in the United States. I can tell you I am so happy because I am off tomorrow. I don't have to go to work. Gita is home, and guess what? We will get to rest a little bit, you know, but I have some work to do. Have to take care of the birds and so on. And so we want to know, how do we raise our children? Also, later on in the program, I want to talk about how we're going to raise some girls, and so that they may make some good choices in their life of when they get a boyfriend and so on. So let's go. You know, a few days after you bring home your beautiful bundle of joy home from the hospital, you know, it really hits you. And you say, oh my God, I am responsible for this child until the next 18 years. What do I do about parenting? And as we all know, that parenting does not come with a handbook or come with a guide to tell us what to do. How am I going to make sure that this child turns out to be okay in this world, especially in this difficult world, and how I'm going to make sure that happens? And here are some tips. One of the things you have to do is relax. You may not know much about parenting, but there's plenty of experts who really does. You have your mothers and your sisters. You may have family who went through this, and here are some things that found that can increase the odds of raising a healthy, happy, independent, and successful kid. And you know, the truth of the matter is, we as parents, all we want to do is to raise a healthy, a happy, independent, and a successful kid. We can't ask for nothing better. And we must maintain the high expectations. If your child is to make C, he will. If you expect your child to do bad, to make only C, that's what he will. If you expect your child to make A's, he might not always make them, but he will certainly come close to make than the C's, okay? The same is true for all other aspects of your child's life. For instance, researchers have found that the more positively parents view their children, and the higher the expectations are. So you must help your child to look at themselves good. Always praise them and make sure you help them to do this. You know, the same held as teenager years. Think of positive parenting as a kind of vaccine to protect your children against the negative effects of peer pressure. And we will talk about peer pressure a little bit down the program. Also, provide a spiritual life. And I'm grateful because my mother, from a young age, sent me to church. And she said, you have to go to church. No matter what, you are going to church. Even if you get a headache, you need to go to church. Researchers find that high schoolers who perceived religion as important in their lives are less likely to smoke, drink, and use marijuana. And one of the things I really wish I could have got Mr. Singh to come back here, that my guest from last week, because he is the same guy. He didn't smoke, he didn't drink, and all these things. Neither do I smoke or drink. As less religion is important in many ways, boosting your kid's self-esteem, providing a sense of community, and offering a healthy options for problem solving. That self-esteem thing really matters. Girls with self-esteem are much likely to have sex at younger age than those who think less of themselves. So the truth of the matter is, if you have a girl child and her self-esteem is really low, you know what, chances are that she will start to do other things that's not important for her. She may start to have sex, she may start to drink, she may start to smoke and do other things and follow bad company. So what you want to do is to encourage her to do what's best. Encourage relationship with other adults. Researchers find that kids with a wrong mentor in their life, like coach, teacher, or counselor, are less likely to engage in risky behavior such as drinking, using drugs, violence, and sex than those without one, okay? Also, another thing that we don't really do a lot, and it's a tough thing to do, especially here in the United States when parents have different shift working and so on. So one of the things that we want people to do is to encourage their children and so their family to eat dinner together at least 5 nights a week, which I know for me that's a difficult thing to ask to do because of my long hours sometimes. Even if it's a takeout, the simple act of sharing a meal as a family leads to a well-adjusted kid who do better at school, have better relationship with their friends, and are less likely to do drugs or becoming depressed. They also have healthier diet than kids who don't eat with their families and are less likely to be overweight or obese. And when you have your mother and someone that's elder, a woman in the house, they can always make sure that you eat a good diet. Like I know Geeta always try her very best to make sure that Ken and Kevin eat what is healthy for them. And even Kevin does that. See that recently Kevin would get he would say, "Mommy, can you pick up some carrots for me?" And he will make a dip. He will eat that with butter, with peanut butter, which is kind of delicious. And I'm surprised at 12 years old that he wants to do that rather than going and eat McDonald's and these kind of things. Be active together. Your kids wouldn't become physically active if they see you lying on the couch all the time. As I said before, you want to do things so your kids could emulate you and get your kids involved in team sports early on. The recreational level is fine. A sport teamwork puts them in contact with other authority figures and provide an intimate sense of accomplishment. And it's good when children feel accomplished at school or at home. And I could remember even when Ken does well at school or Kevin does well at school, they get 100, they always come and say, "Dad, did you see that I get 100? And you know what? This is what happens all the time. They come. Sometimes I really don't want to, not that I'm not interested, but sometimes because they get 100 all the time and 95 and so on, I'm like, Jesus, I know this is what you guys get. But what I do, I still look at the result and I also congratulate them and let them know how proud I am of them and let them know that even when I was younger, I was not close to them. I'm going to ask DJ to get a song get ready. In the meantime, I'm going to go with the final phase of how do we raise a happy kids. Be a parent and not a friend. A lot of parents in these days want their children to be their friend. And I must tell you, you know what? Your child is your child. They are not your friends. Whether they are 12 or they are 2 years old, your child need boundaries. And a lot of time, parents believe their children don't need boundaries, but they do need boundaries. They need you to guide them how to do things. It is your job and your responsibility to provide this with them. Although it's harder to set and enforce rules than to give it in and be their friend, the result will worth the effort at the end. And absolutely, if you set boundaries for your children and let them know that you have to follow these boundaries, this will help them in the long run. As you guys know, especially when your child go out there, you want to know they have boundaries and they know how to treat people and how to discuss people and so on. Okay, so let's go with another song, and when I come back, we will talk about some tips how to build confidence in kids. Okay, let's go, DJ.
A man and a bunch of animals was arguing by the zoo. The man tell them, I am civilized, I am superior to you. The donkey say, listen man, like something wrong with your brain. Sit down and pay attention while I explain. He say, man, you just call me jackass and say how I stupid. But when I don't feel the walk, I ain't walking, no matter how you beat me. But a man will walk and walk and walk till he drop down with heart attack. So answer me fast, who civilized and who's the jackass? And the Rambo say, you just tell me how my odor offends your nose. But 2 days pass and a man ain't paid, he's smelling from head to toes. If Rambo had perfume and soap and powder, Rambo would smell like a rose, and that ain't no joke. So who's civilized and who's the Rambo? The man say, oh Lord, you crazy, mankind way is the best. Look how I'm wearing me three-piece suit, me fancy shoes and me vest. And animals do not have motor car, and they do not have TV. The monkey says, stupid man, look, listen to me. The animals born with their shirt and pants, and their shoes and their socks as well. And we don't want no big motor car, gasoline expensive like hell. You watching Oprah on TV, and your best friend Oprah your girl. So please answer me, who's civilized and who's the monkey? And the tomcat say, you just tell me how I have no morality. But when I feeling romantic, it's one female cat and me. A man does have 42 women, he looking for 43. So answer me that, who's civilized and who's the tomcat? Well, the man getting really excited now, he's shouting out angrily. He say mankind has religion and morals and decency, but the snake sitting in the treetop, he say mankind, boy, you real dense. Look how long you living, you still have no common sense. Let me ask you, how come if man so noble, he always robbing another man? Animals live in the jungle for millions of years without one policeman. A man will visit the best friend and hustle his best friend wife. So you see your mistake. Tell me who's civilized and who is the snake? And the donkey say, man, you foolish, you just go and insure your life. But then the maker decide to call you, boop, the money gone to your wife. You in the cemetery, she and the next man spending all your money. So answer me fast, who's civilized and who's the jackass?
That's right. That's right. We want to have cultured, civilized children in the world, especially at this difficult and trying time. Good afternoon again, and welcome to the Ken Rampersaud Show here on Island Zone Radio. Before I head on to my next topic, which is tips on how to build confidence in children, I want to say hello to some of our viewers here today. Sidayal Ramnarain, thanks for watching. Sunita Bridgelal, thanks for watching. Fazi Rashid, thank you. Leon, thanks for watching. Sati Dripal, thank you very much. Inshan Umarali, thank you. Sally Hakim, thanks for watching. Jason Hex, Sinat, thank you. Suzanne De Silva, Susanna is watching, thank you very much. Alex, Danny, thanks for watching. Bibi Shamir, thanks for watching. Margaret Kanai, Ali, and Steve Rachbal, thank you very much for watching. I see Varshini Kedarnath is watching. She is in the studio somewhere watching. Thank you. Sita Bisesar, Sharon Diamond, and Sarwan Jagisar, they're watching. Kedar Kanai, Pam Chitra Singh, thanks for watching wherever you guys are. Also, Patsy Dripal, thanks. You guys, the beautiful Priya Prasad is watching, and I love to see how Priya is doing so many things with her life, so many positive things that she is trying to make a big difference in this world. So glad that she teamed up with me. She is one of my admin on the Ken Rampersaud Show. Where is my Maria Harris? If you're here, Maria, let me know. Also, guys, you can tell me which part of the world you are in so I can shout you guys out. So, again, we're going to focus today on how do we help children? How do we have our children to grow up to be smart, educated, and even if they're not educated, to be smart children, to deal with this world. And as we all know, this world is full of so many trickery. We have so many nice people. We also have wicked people and bad people out there. So we want to have our children, we want to nurture them to know how to deal with this world in days to come. And we want to know how we build confidence in our kids. Teach your kids to be resilient is the key to boosting their self-esteem. As we know, when you have good self-esteem, you can face off with anyone. Your encouraging words can help develop your child confidence. As we know, sometimes in some countries, we tend to put down our children. We make comments like, you're not going to be nothing. You are no good. It's better I plant a coconut tree before I made you. All these kind of things we say. And I'm saying we need to move away from this kind of conversation. We need to build our children's self-confidence. We need to let them know how good they are and how special they are to us. Wouldn't it be nice if we would raise our kids with a confidence, spunk, and compassion? Sure, most children wouldn't have to befriend and care for fellow orphans, outsmart a cold-hearted orphan's matron, surviving life on the street. And you know what? I always tell people that we are very blessed for all of us who have a home to go on, to a bed to sleep on. I travel every day to Harlem, and I drive on the street that I work on. I see so many people sleeping on the street with their sheets, and they have their chair and everything. So let us be grateful for the things that we have in our life. But all children face some kind of hard knocks, and it's important to equip them with enough confidence, not only to survive, but to thrive, because it's a tough time to be a kid. The teen suicide rates, as we know, they are soaring, and if we have our kids and we are helping them to grow to be good human beings, we would not have to deal with all these problems of suicide and depression. More than 1 out of 5, every 5 students say they have been bullied. And all of this, we want our children to know no one should really bully them. Pressure for kids to achieve academically is at all-time high. That's why blustering your child's self-esteem is so essential. Self-confidence comes from a sense of competence. A confident child needs a positive and realistic perception of how his or her ability. This rise out of achieving great and small. Your encouraging words can help develop this confidence, especially when you refer to your child, their specific efforts and their abilities. So as parents, we have a big responsibility, not only that we bring these children into this world, we also want to nurture them to become great human beings. We want to love our children. This seems obvious, but it's probably the most important thing you can give to your child. And today, while I was at work, I was thinking, despite if you're rich or you're poor, if you don't have education, one of the best things that you can do that money doesn't have to buy is to love our children, to cuddle them, to tell them how important they are to our life and how important they are and how much we love them, even if you do it imperfectly. And the thing is, who doesn't? Always dole out plenty of love for your children. No matter what, your child needs to feel accepted and loved. And one has to be very careful with this. even in your home. Even I see that when children go out and play, they have their friends, they have their family, they go out, they want to feel loved and accepted. And I have so many patients who I talk to on a daily basis who tell me so many sad stories that their mother didn't like them, their father didn't like them, and they turn out to be drug dealers, drug users, alcoholics, and so on. So that's one of the things that you need to do. Let your child grow up to feel that they are important and they are special in this world. And it begins with the family and extends to other groups such as a friend, schoolmate, sports teams, and community. If and yes, when we children go out to places, we want them to feel important and to feel loved. And like I said, it starts from home. It starts from your mother, your father, your brother, and your sister. Okay, if you yell or ignore or make some other parenting mistakes, give your child a hug and tell them you are sorry and you love them. A lot of times we don't, as children, especially this generation that I was in, our parents, especially in Guyana, most of the time they don't tell you that they love you. But we are moving away from that, and I'm encouraging people to tell your children how much you love them and what it means to have them. I always appreciate my boys. And if you are kind of shy, one of the things that you can do is always you can write a note and put it in their bedroom under their pillow or on their pillow when they come home, and you said daddy loves you or mommy loves you or uncle loves you. Give praise where praise is due. It is important to give your child positive feedbacks because children, especially young ones, measure their worth and achievements by what you think as parents. But be realistic if you praise your child. If a child fails at something or show no talent at a particular skill, praise the effort. So we're going to get our DJ to get another song for me while I finish off this piece here. And you want to praise your child for the effort they made. You know what? They may fail, and it's okay if children fail. I failed all my exams when I was growing up, but I didn't give up, and let them know that you start the race, you fail, you can end up winning the race. Okay, be realistic in your praise. If a child fails at something or show no talent at a particular skill, praise the effort. As I said, praise the effort, but don't unrealistically praise the result. Reassure your child that it is okay not to be able to do everything perfectly. And to be the truth of the matter is, none of us is perfect, and none of us ever really do things perfectly. Okay, tell him or her that some things take repeated efforts. Not every time you go the first try, you're going to do it well. You have to practice and practice until you can make it perfect. And practice, and sometimes it's okay to move on. One of the things is that you can advise your child is that, if they are not good at something, let them know that they can move on to something else. If they're not good at football, they can move on and go play cricket and do what they enjoy to do and what they like to do after you give in their best effort. Okay, let's go, DJ. Let's get another song. And when we come back, we will continue this discussion. Okay? Well, good afternoon and welcome back to the Ken Rampersaud Show here on Island Zone Radio. And let's continue our discussion. We want to help our child set realistic goal. When your child is starting out in a salsa game, it is fine for him or her to think that she can eventually make it to the Olympic team. But if she or he fails to make the team in high school and still thinks that he or she can become a player, you know what, the thing to do is to refocus on the goal and set realistic goal. Guide your child to set reasonable goal to help avoid feeling of failure. Because if they think that they can make it to the Olympic and they can't, you know what, those are goals that's really unrealistic. And you don't want them to do that, you know. If the goal is to discuss some rechargeable short-term steps along the way. Model self-love and a positive self-talk. Your child, you must love yourself before you can teach your child to love him or her. A lot of times, as parents, we don't love ourselves. So one of the important things that we need to do in life generally is that to love ourselves. And when we love ourselves, then we can really give love to someone else. And that was something that I always had a problem with. I always used to wonder, how come that person don't love you? How come that person don't care for you? And you realize that, you know what, that person doesn't have any love in them, so they couldn't share any love. So once you have your love with you, you can share it with other people. You can model the behavior by rewarding and praising yourself when you do well. Whether you run a marathon or a promotion at work or throw a successful dinner party, celebrate your success with your children. Always let them know how you feel. Because in life, their celebration is going to come. And there are times that you will have death in your family and you will have to mourn. So I always encourage people to always enjoy life to the fullest and to enjoy the good things, because when bad things come at your door, it could really cause havoc in your life. Whether you celebrate your success with your children is very important to do. I know sometimes we are nonchalant about things, but I like to celebrate little things. And if you can't celebrate little things, then you can't celebrate big things. Talk about skills and talent and effort needed for you to achieve those accomplishments. And you want your child to know that you have really worked hard to gain all these things, and you went to school to get an education, and how challenging it was. In the same conversation, you can remind your child of the skills he and she possesses and how they can develop and use all those skills later on in their life. You want to teach your child about resilience. No one succeeds at everything all the time. And we all know that in life, there are times we will fail. And like I've realized when I wrote all my exams in school, I failed all my exams to the last grade. And then when I went in the nursing school, I did well. I really excelled. And I was a valedictorian in that class. So I always want to tell that story because, you know, not because you fail when you were 10 years old and 12 years old, that means that you're going to give up on life. I didn't give up, and I'm thankful the person I have grown up to be. There will be setbacks and failures, criticism and pain. And I always tell people, all my pain, all my criticism, I've used them to build a beautiful stairway for my own self. And everybody else can do the same way. Use these hurdles as a stepping stone, as I said, as a learning experience rather than dwelling on the events as failure and disappointments. And not all disappointments is bad. In fact, when I went to Guyana, when I was in Guyana, I went to join the police force 3 times, and I get turned down all 3 times because they said I was too short. I was 5 feet 4.5 inches, and they said I have to be like 5-6 feet. I was 6 feet tall, so I didn't get through. But then later on, I went on, and I was disappointed at that time, yes. But then I went on and I did nursing, and I'm a nurse today. The old age, try again has merit, especially in teaching kids not to give up. Teach them not to give up. But it is also important to validate your child's feelings rather than saying, oh, just cheer up, right? Or you shouldn't feel so bad. This helps children learn to trust their own feeling and feel comfortable sharing them. You want your child to feel what they're feeling and to cheer them on, to let them know it's okay and to move on, okay? Children will learn how to with setbacks it is a normal part of life, and they will learn how to manage it. If your child does poorly on a test, don't smother him or with pity or tell him that he will never be a good reader. Instead, talk about the steps he can take to do better next time. Years ago, I never liked to read, and I'm telling my story so that somebody could learn something from it. I never liked to read, and I didn't realize that now at this age, 56, that I will be a reader. Now I read 1, 2 books, and I do all my research for this show. So I have to read, and I must be able to read. So one of the things you let children know, give them a book and let them know that, listen, you didn't do good in this test, but guess what? If you read and you study, you will be able to succeed. And let them take pride in their accomplishment. Instill independence and adventure in your children, self-confidence. You want your child to have a lot of confidence in themselves and are willing to try new things without fear of failure. As we all know, not everything that we try, we will be successful at. There are things in life that we will fail, and it's okay. Not everything, like I said. And we can use that as a teaching tool for ourselves and our children. With young children, you will need to supervise them from a sideline, set them up situations where he or she can do things for themselves or herself and make sure that the situation is safe, but then give them the space. For example, demonstrate how to make a sandwich and then let him or her try it on their own without you hovering over them. Encourage exploration, whether it's a trip to the park or new food at times, day trips and outgoing with new hobbies, vacation trips and teammates or schoolmates will help them expand your child horizon and build confidence in his or her ability to handle new situations. And one of the things that I've observed with, Ken and Kevin, they're 12 and 13 years old, and they could fry eggs. They could make their own tea. They could toast their own bread. And we have always tell them, though, before, always make sure that somebody who's older than them, be around to supervise them, because I don't want them, when they're cooking on the gas stove, that they get burned. Let them know that you're going to support them. And I'm so glad that they can do these things. You want to teach your children that when they grow up to be adult or even teenagers, that they may be able to cook for themselves and do things for themselves, and they wouldn't have to depend on anyone else. And I know that our last guest last week, he's here by himself. He can cook and he can do a lot of things for himself. He does his own laundry and so on. So we want to have our children become confident, encourage sports or other physical activities. No longer the sole domain of boys. Sports help girls and boys build confidence also. They learn they can practice, improve, and achieve goals too. Our other benefits they can learn is recognize their strength, accept or strengthen their weakness, handle defeat, and expand their circle of friends, and learn teamwork. Another confidence boosting bonus, they stay fit and learn to respect their bodies. And one of the things I talk about teamwork, as we all know that when we go out into the world, there's a lot of times we will have to do teamwork in order to get the work done. For example, I'm a nurse. I work with social workers. I work with therapists, and we all come together as a team to make sure that the patients get their best the best care. Also, when you're playing things like football, cricket, you want to have a great and fantastic team, and so you want them to learn teamwork, support their pursuit of a passion. Everyone exceed at something, and it is great when your child discover that something. And that's why it's good to try different things. As a parent, respect and encourage your child's interests, even if they don't interest you. Like if you don't like cricket, but your child like cricket, still go and support them. You never know that they could become a world-class cricket in the world. Okay, so support them whatever you want. If your son or your daughter talent is playing guitar in a band, support this interest as long as it doesn't interfere with their responsibility like schoolwork, because as we all know as parents, we want our children to learn and to take their education, which is very important, and then secondary come their sport. This doesn't mean you give free rein for your teenagers to stay out all night or smoke pot in your garage, which brings us to the next chapter as we're going to talk about. We also want to set rules and we want to set consistency. Children are more confident when they know who is in charge and what is expected. You want your children to know that as a parents, you are in charge, not they are in charge of you. Even when your child think your rules are too strict, he or she will have confidence in what he or she can do and don't do when you set rules and enforce them consistently. So one of the things that I've always said, even from a couple of weeks ago, one of the things that you want to do is you set rules, you want to enforce them so that your children know that you follow up and follow through what you want to do. Every household will have different rules and they will change over time based on your child's age. Whatever your household rules, be clear on what is important in your family. Learning and following rules give children a sense of security and confidence. As children get older, they may have more input on rules and responsibility. And this is a true thing. With my boys, I try to tell them, you know what, I try to bring them, if they don't do something, I want them to tell me what is their punishment going to be like. Are you going to read for 2 hours or what you want to do? So, and I get them to agree what their punishment is going to be like. So it is important. It's good when you have them making decision with you. It helps. You want to coach relationship skill. Confidence in relationship is the key to your child's self-confidence. The most important initial relationship is to love, a loving parents-child relationship. But as your child's social circle expands, you will help him or her follow his or her action, affect others. And you want your child to do things that will grow as a team and help him or her to learn to maintain an inner core of confidence when someone else's action affect him or her. As a parent, it is not your role to fix every situation, but rather to teach your child the compassion, kindness, self-assertiveness, and yes, confidence in handling the ups and downs in relationship. As we get our DJ to get a song ready, I want to talk about, yes, you want to teach your child how to have compassion. You want to have them share kindness, to be kind to everyone they meet, to be assertive, and yes, to have confidence to handle the ups and downs in life. And as we all know that there is so many problems in life. So you're watching the Ken Rampersaud Show. Let's say hello to some of our viewers. And in the meantime, our DJ is going to get a song ready. Hi, Jayasri Sarju. Thanks for watching. I know she's from Lenora. Thanks. It's always good to have your support. Leroy Sami, thanks for watching. Vidya Samaru, thanks for watching. Sita Ramcharan De Freitas, thanks for watching. Ramkar, thanks for watching. Broda Persar, thanks for watching. Shairoon Gonzalez, thanks for watching. Sharda Suku, thanks for watching. Devika Mangar, thanks for watching. Irene Duncan, thanks for watching. Sati Dripal, thank you. Guy Benny, thanks for watching. Sukrani Kisur, thanks for watching. Kamo, thanks for watching. Kavita Prasad, Tani, thanks for watching. Pearl, thanks for watching. Kingdom Jeremiah, thanks for watching. And the Guava Man is watching. Let me read what he says. I like, he always says something that's positive. This mentality that many, but not all people in Guyana and the diaspora must have a bragging about their kids and belittling others must stop. Absolutely. If you go to a wedding house or a birthday, you will hear some people talk 2 to 3 hours about their kids' academics, achievement. Bill Gates and Zuckerberg that created Facebook were school dropouts, but look at them today. Now Barack Obama used to smoke heavy, but look at him. So yes. And just to say that, Guavaman, I hope that you are still watching. I'm going to talk a little bit about that until we fill our cups. How can we give to others? First, we must love ourselves, appreciate a little things, being happiness. Ronito Basdeo, thanks for watching. And Sheila Munger said, that's right, love yourself first. DJ Efrai, thank you very much. Madre, thank you. Leela Singh, thank you. Randy, thanks for watching. Ravi Mohabir, thanks for watching. Golin, thanks for watching. Parveen, thank you. Narain, thank you very much. Golin, thank you. You know what I do, why I do this show. Guava Man, I know that's not his real name, but I hope that if you're there, just put a thumbs up so I could watch you, guy. Roshani Baksh, good to have you on. Ram, watching Hiralal, watching in Canada. Thank you very much. Priya Ramutar, thanks for watching. Pauline, thanks for watching. Dave Sugdeo, thanks for watching. We have Lonnie Gold, thanks for watching. one of the things, one of the reasons I'm doing this show here, I have to tell you, and a lot of you guys probably don't know, but I was a young guy growing up in Guyana, and I say this all the times because I want to help people to understand that even if you fail in your young days, it doesn't have to mean that you will go through this in your life. When I went to high school, in fact, I failed my common entrance when I was back in Guyana. I failed my common entrance. I get to go to a community high school, but my mother said, you know what, let me see if I can get you to go to Lenore Secondary School, which I went to. Unfortunately, I wrote exams and I failed all my exams to the last grade. When I failed my exams, I says, oh my God, I will. And my father told me that I'll be a cane cutter. And so I thought in my mind, I said to myself, you know what? They want me to be the cane cutter, but I had different goals for myself. And so I attended Red Cross back in Guyana. And when I went to Red Cross, I passed all my tests in Red Cross. And then I was able to write the scholastic nursing test to get into nursing school. And when I when I went for my interview at the nursing school, they told me you did really well at your interview. I was always a talker anyway, and I could swear my way through, if you know what I mean. But I did know a lot about, I love politics, and I used to know a lot about politics back in Guyana during the 80s and 79 and so on. I used to get away and go to listen to all these politicians speak, and I love how Burnham used to talk because I love people who can really talk, despite I just try to be a good speaker. But I admire a lot of things about that. But despite my dad was telling me you're going to be a cane cutter, I tell myself I always wanted to have a title behind my name. So after I failed all my exams in school, I had to reevaluate myself. And then I said, let me go be a policeman since I can't be a nurse. Luckily, I wrote the test and I passed that test to get into nursing school. And and I never take no for an answer, no matter whatever it is. So when I finish my interview, the person who interviewed me, the sister, the principal, one of them that's in the nursing school, she said, you did really well, but I'm so sorry that we can't take you in this nursing batch. Anytime soon, you will have to wait. And I tell you, I don't know what get into me. And I said, sister, I am so sorry, but I've been waiting 2 years now to get into nursing school. And now I'm at the door and you're turning me away. And that is really unfair. And she said, Mr. Rampersaud, can you take a seat outside and I'll be right with you. And when she went and she spoke to the principal tutor, and I never forget these things, she came out and she smiled and she said, Mr. Rampersaud, and I see she took a pen, that next batch must intake in nursing school. And so I was very lucky. Next batch of nursing, within a couple of months, I was in nursing school. The first day I got into nursing school, I mean, this wasn't a part that I want to talk to you guys about, but some of you knew and don't know my story. And so when I see she wrote next batch, you must intake, I was happy. The first day I start nursing school, I hear one of the professors says, man is a biopsychosocial being. And when I heard that, I said, oh my God, nursing is hard. This is a tough piece of game. Now, how I'm going to manage this? When I hear man is a biopsychosocial being, I don't know what to say. And I went home very disappointed on the first day of nursing school. But although that happened, I said, you know what? I have to pass through this. This is what I wanted to do. And what I used to do while traveling, I used to make cards, and I had a little book I used to read. And while I was traveling from Georgetown Stelling to Public Hospital School of Nursing, I used to read. And I used to say, well, the femur is the longest bone, and so on. And I used to talk to myself, and I used to study real hard. In the night, I would study till 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. And then when I get into nursing, I was doing really well. Everybody likes my person. Everybody loved my personality. And on my evaluation, everybody was writing, oh, this is a good student. He's so pleasant, has a dynamic personality, and would do well, and so on. And I used to love that kind of a thing. And I said to myself, you know what, I'm going to gear to be the best graduating student in this nursing batch. And when it becomes 6 months, I didn't get best graduating student. And at the end of the 2-year program, after the 6 months I didn't get it, I tell myself, I want to push myself to get the best graduating student. I will do well. I always dress nicely. I always respectful to everyone that I meet in nursing school. And even now I try to be a good guy. And the day at the graduation ceremony. I helped decorate the hall, and you had the Prime Minister. I think Hamilton Green was there, Dr. Walter Chin was there, and everyone was there. And I could have floored myself. And then they said the student from batch 36 who got high attendance record, high this and high that and high that. And when they called my name and they said, Mr. Hiram Rampersaud, I froze a little bit, and then I get up very peacefully and went and I accept that award. And it still makes me kind of emotional, because I was such a failure in my young days, and I could not believe that a young guy who was told in many years I'll be a cane cutter, that I graduated the best graduating student in nursing school in Guyana. And I can tell you, after 2 years, I got another award of meritorious service, award from the Guyana Nurses Association back in Guyana. So that give me a good feather in my cap to do whatever I want to do. You know, as I sit here, I want to be humble. This is away from my topic, but it's taken me away. But I know we have time to talk, and that's why it makes me so humble to be who I am today. That even being a talk show host, I'm just like you guys who's watching this show. I look at life that I'm no better than anybody else, that when we die, we all go to the same place. If you believe in heaven or hell, I want to go to heaven. And I live a life now. Yes, I have done things that I shouldn't have done. I have made mistakes in my life. But you know what? I am correcting I try to do all the things, make right from all those wrongs. I have my sons. I try to be a great role model. I try to be a good husband. So yes, Guava man, no matter whatever you are, you can always strive for greatness and do whatever you want in life. Life is a beautiful thing. And let's go for another song. And then I'm going to read your guys' comments. I am not my eyes not on the comments now to see what you guys are saying. But when we come back, we're going to read the comments. So never let anybody put you down or tell you can't be something. You always, in your own mind, in your own quietness, tell yourself that you can be the best thing you want. Live the best life you can, no matter what. No matter how much people pull you down, you always, when they pull you down one time, you take 5 steps up. And that's what I've been doing all my life since I became this nurse. And so I'm grateful for life. I look at life as a gift, and everyday life is a gift for me. And I try to be kind to all those who I've met. As I'm here today, as I sit here very quietly, I have about over 25 awards in nursing for being a good nurse, for Go Beyond Service Award, and the list can goes on. I also get five years best dressed nurse because I had the confidence in me. And how I get that confidence, my mother, who's dead today, she died many years ago, and I'm so sorry that she died. She gave me the confidence because, you know what, she've always told me, no matter how much piece of clothes you have, they should be clean and they should be tidy. And I've always carried that with me. When I was at the hospital, people used to admire the way that I used to dress. And they used to say to me, how you get this? Although my mother was dead. And I said, you know, the confidence in my mother. My mother always tell me, if you have one piece of clothes, let it be clean. Ladies, let's go for, gentlemen, let's go for a nice song. I'm getting too emotional.
I never give you headache, I never give you
Good afternoon and welcome back to the Ken Rampersaud Show. Let's say, I'm so sorry, my mouse is not working now. I have a picture that I used to hide the face if anything, go out of order, but sorry, the mouse is not working. But we'll move on. I want to say hello to Patricia Chin, Jacob Ramsami, my friend, thanks for watching. Geeta Chatterpal, thank you for watching. Delari Lal, thanks for watching. Kavita Prasad, Rohan Naidu, thank you. Hiralal Ramjas, thanks for watching. And Rohini Bak says, big tune, nurse. Yes. To my good friend Debbie Sanyasi, thanks for watching. I'm glad that you locked in, Debbie. Susan, thanks for watching. June Brown, thank you. Stan Sitaram, thanks for watching. Drupati Sitaram, thank you. Imran, thank you very much for watching. Dave Danpal, thanks for watching. Lisa Nisa, thank you very much. Nice name. And Jayashree Saju, thanks for watching. Let's see. Shami Ali, thanks for watching. And yes, Priya, you right. We need to tell the story sometime, because there's so many times that so many of us we go there and talk only the successful stories, and yet we forget to tell the sad stories and the stories that help us to get where we are today. Yes, we need to talk about the stories so that people can be motivated and know that they too can do it if you do it also. Wazir Ken, thanks for watching the Ken Rampersaud Show. Avita Prasad, thanks for watching. Angela, thank you. Savita Angad, thank you very much. Jerry, thanks for watching. Doreen Punsami, thank you very much. Stacy Mays, thank you. Jennifer Bola, thank you for watching. Susan Balkaran Monasar, thanks for watching. She is in Hartford, Connecticut. Shami Ali, thanks for watching. Anjani Deokaran, thanks for watching. Malahar Prasad, thanks for watching. And Diana, thanks for watching. Horace Sankar, thanks for watching. Marna Ramrup, thanks for watching. Ganesh, thank you. He said, keep up the good work. That's Siraj Ganesh. Lynn Robinson, thanks for watching. Rupchan, thanks for watching. Shabir Bax, thanks for watching. And always thanks for your support and thanks for all that you do too. Indro Chunila, thanks for watching. Lonnie Gold, thanks for watching. Priya Ramatar, thanks for watching. Nalini Sita, thanks for watching. That's it. Pauline, thanks for watching. Dave Sudat, thanks for watching. Leroy Sami, Vidya Samaru. And I want to tell you guys that I want to take the time, I always take the time to read your comments, because the truth of the matter is, without you guys, the Ken Rampersaud Show is nothing to talk about. You guys are the gas for this show. And we want to talk about a little bit about the valuable skills that we need to teach our teen as they prepare for adulthood. As parents, our job and responsibility is to take care of our children until the day arrives when they can strike out on their own. And as a father, I can't tell you how hard I work, and I know a lot of parents do. Because of our children, we need to work and we need to do a lot of things while they graduate from high school, knowing how to read and write. Other skills are just as critical that may not get covered in the classroom, and we all know that the school does not teach us anything. But as parents, we need to teach our children how to make it in life. Before your teen leaves home, ensure that they're ready to live independently while making a positive impact in the world. And practical life skills we are talking about: manage time, be a positive role model for establishing priority and dealing with distractions. Show your teen how to use a calendar that you may not think that is important, and how to work towards meeting deadlines. And we all know that as we grow up to be adults, that there is deadlines that we need to make and to meet. Also, we want to study efficiently. Want to teach them how to study while your teen may not be enrolled in like maths classes much longer. They will continue to benefit from knowing how to learn. Encourage your child to embrace reading. Demonstrate how to recognize the key concept and design self-tests on any material. And I've always said this. In fact, I brought a book for my son to start reading, because one of the things that I see that children nowadays, what they like to do is to be on the phone, to be on the tablet and all these things. And I'm saying to myself that this has to cut out sometime or the other. We need our children to learn to do things in the house, around the house. Stick to your budget. The choice your teen makes today will help to determine how much debt they accumulate during college and what their options will be when they graduate. Give them a head start on developing financial responsibility by assigning them tasks such as managing their allowances. And we know sometimes we give children, they get a lot of money sometimes, and all they want to do is run to the corner store to buy all the chips and to buy things to chew on and not to buy something that they will need. And do we have some kids who, when they get the money, they want to use it towards buying a computer, something else that will be beneficial to them. Also, another important thing we want to do is to teach our children how to eat well. Eating healthy habits starts way early, as you were talking. Bring your teen along for grocery shopping and inviting him or her to join you in preparing dinner. And one of the good things that you can do, which I try to do, is to let them know what is good to eat and what is not good to eat. Like I always tell my children, always add vegetables and fruits to your diet. Stop with this pork and this beef and stuff. You know, it's chicken is good. Turkey is good to eat. Stress the importance of eating a balanced diet rich in vegetables, fruit, and other whole foods. Teach your child essential basic cooking technique, which is important. And especially if your children is going to move on soon, they need to learn these basic things in life, how to survive. Also, we want to teach our children how to clean up. Kids who grow up doing chores are more likely to take care of their first apartment and personal possessions. Take the time to teach your kids how to vacuum, dust, and do their laundries. And I can tell you that my son Kevin is 11 years old, and he always, every week, most of the time, he always help to clean the bathroom and to they help with the laundry, whatever it is. And I always tell my wife, let them help to pack some of the clothes and so on. And they're not too young to learn to do things. You want your children to learn things, okay? Also, stay safe. Talk with your teen about protecting themselves online and offline. Provide common sense warning and share your own experiences. As we all know in life, we all go online. Sometimes I get people send me nude pictures, and people want to call you, people want to meet you. And so we want to let our children know that these people on Facebook, let them be very careful who they want to be their friends. And when people send these kind of things to them, they need to let the parents know what's going on and how to stop all these things. You don't want your children to get carried away by someone. And you guys know that a lot of times you have men on Facebook trying to lure your child, whether it's a boy or a girl, to meet them somewhere. So we don't want our children to do that. You want to teach them, if anything like this happen, you need to let your parents know. We are here to guide and protect you. How to handle emergencies. Does your teen know what to do if they have a fender bender or there's severe storm in the forecast? You want to teach your child, you know what, if you get a car accident, what to do. You call the police, you stay in your car, you don't get into any argument and so on. Review how to respond to common sense emergency, which is very important, as we all know that sometime down the line there will be emergency. Social and psychological life skills we need to teach our children, and who's best to do that but ourselves? When we teach our children to do this kind of thing, we don't have to worry, they learn the right way. But when we get other people how to do it, it may be a problem. Social and psychological life skills. Clarify core values. The values your teen chooses will guide their behavior. Point them in a promising direction by ensuring they can articulate their belief and put them into actions. Give generously. As we all know that sometimes people come and beg, people need help, and my boys see how generous I am, and I do that so that they can be generous too. Your teen is more likely to succeed if they help others to do the same thing. Encourage them to share their resources and volunteer their services. My son see how I go pick up Pampers all over the place. I would drive 10, 15 minutes, half an hour to go pick up Pampers and so on, other things that I can send to Guyana. So that's a good thing I'm teaching them, and you can do the same thing. Always teach them how to do things to help in your society and in your community. Act mindfully. Mobile devices are shortening the average attention span. If you want your teen to understand the power of mindfulness, you will need to teach by example. Give them your full attention when they're talking, and turn off the TV if it's possible. Give them your full attention. As we say, children need your attention. It's always good to give them. As we know that this life, there is a lot of problems. You want to teach your children how to deal and manage with stress. Developing mindfulness will help protect your teen from depression and anxiety. Again, you teach your children how to manage stress. As we all know, there is so many stress going on in the world, whether the death of someone, whether you lose your job, or whether they lose a friend, whatever it is, you teach them how to do this. Manage, talk face to face. Your teen may be more comfortable on social media than having conversation in person. Hold regular family meals where they can practice having real-time conversation. And it's always good to eat together so you can discuss things that's affecting the family. Also, cultivating relationship. Supportive relationship are vital to health and well-being. Coach your teen on how to make friends and to network. So when they get older, they will have friends and they will know how to network themselves. Let's see, be assertive. And while I'm going to talk about be assertive, I'm going to ask DJ to get another song ready so that we'll finish off this topic. Be assertive. Help your child to develop healthy self-esteem as we talk and advocate for themselves. Teach your boys or your girls how to advocate for themselves. It's an important thing. One need to know how to advocate for themselves. It is very important, especially when they're growing up. You don't want to, as parents, to go and advocate for your children. Let them do it for themselves, especially if they are at that age. And I know that some children can do that. Most children can advocate for themselves. Knowing how to share their wants and needs will bring them closer to fulfilling their goals. Always teach your children to verbalize their feelings and their thoughts. You can ease your teens transition into adulthood very easily. Protect your children when they are young and then gradually give them more responsibility so they can acquire the skills they need to live on their own when the time is right. Good afternoon, and you're listening to the Ken Rampersaud Show here on Island Zone Radio. I hope I'm making sense to you guys. My goal is that to help you guys, to help your children grow up to be great citizens in the world. When we come back, as I said, DJ is going to get a song. We're going to get some essential life skills every teen needs at home, which is very important for our children. Let's go, DJ.
Was drinking a liquor by the Accra Cabana last night, and a lovely young lady come and sit down in front of me last night. And the way how she sit and I could see all she knitting last night. But then this lovely young lady turned around and she tell me last night, boy, you could look until your eyeballs drop out your head. You can't get, you can't get, you can't get. You could tell me you love me, you could kneel down and beg. You can't get, you can't get, you can't get. You could offer me money and call me honey. You can't get, you can't get, you can't get. You could buy a Toyota, give me the key. You can't get, you can't get, you can't get. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay. Well, the combo was moving, but the girl wasn't moving last night. She could see how I was staring, but she just wasn't caring last night. And then the bartender tell me she come from Miami last night. But every time she bent over, I could see Arizona last night. Boy, you could look until your eyeballs drop out your head. You can't get, you can't get, you can't get. You could tell me you love me, you could kneel down and beg. You can't get, you can't get, you can't get. You could offer me money and call me honey. You can't get, you can't get, you can't get. You could buy me a condo in St. Lucie. You can't get, you can't get, you can't get. Ay, ay, ay. just as I was leaving, I ran into Evelyn last night. And she tell me she missed me and she bust a kiss on me last night. So I said, listen, cool it, I'll be back in a minute last night. And I went back to the lady and I whispered to she softly last night. Hey, little boy, darling, you could put it on a plate with peas and rice. I don't want, I don't want, I don't want. You would offer me once, you would offer me twice. I don't want, I don't want, I don't want. You could tell me a line with silver and gold. I don't want, I don't want, I don't want. You could tell me in the winter time you don't get cold. I don't want, I don't want, I don't want. Ay, ay, ay.
That's right. Welcome back to the Ken Rampersaud Show here on Island Zone Radio. Guys, please continue to share the program. Even after the show is done, you can share it to different groups, to your family and friends. Some great information. I've always tried to get the best information that you guys can use. I want to say hello to Mohammed A. Ishmael. Hey, my friend, how are you? Good to see you on. Some great information. So, Ishmael, you can probably watch the program back from the beginning. Tony Sinarine, thank you very much for watching. Kamala Prasad, Pamela Sinarine, thanks for watching. Alex A. Soman, thanks for watching. Let's see who else we have here. Balkaran, thanks for watching. Mary, thank you. Trisha Datadine, thanks for watching. Geeta Balram, thanks for watching. Zinel Bacchus, thank you. Stacy Mahesh, says, great advice. We educate our children because children are absolutely innocent. And you are right, Stacy. You know, as parents, we have a responsibility to give our children the best asset there is to move on with life, to make great decisions, and even to choose great husbands and great wives. And later on the program, if I have the time, I will bring in a little piece about what we can look for, how to help our daughters to make some good decision of the men that we can to choose, how to choose a good man, okay? So let's see. Some essential life skills every teen needs to learn from home. And do you ever wonder if you've taught your teen enough life skills to go out there in the real world and thrive? School fills out with academic knowledge, but do you know that there are some basic things that you want your child to do? You want to learn your children, excuse me, you want to teach your children how to say no when they mean no, not to say yes when they mean no. It's very important in our everyday life. Teach them to say no when they mean no. And as we're talking about no, I was talking to another nurse today, and it came to my mind, you know, even to our sons, we must tell our sons, and it goes for girls too, but I put this focus mostly on guys. You know, we must teach our boys that, listen, if you're going out with a girl, and this is professional that I'm talking, that I've learned over the years, you know, if your son go out with a girl, and they're going to have sex, and if at any given time that the girl said, no, I don't want to continue with this, teach your son, it's very important to respect what she's saying, no. You understand? Even in the midst of halfway, and the woman said, listen, the girl said, no, your son must learn to understand no means no. Especially here in the United States, there's so many problems your child could end up in because the person said no, and they did not respect the wish by understanding what no means. Okay, set and manage goals with the timetable and milestone. We want our children to be able to set goals. Listen, by 15 you should be able to do this. By 17 you should be able to do this, and so many other things. Okay, communicate with and get to know professors and teachers. A good thing for them to know. I said before, manage their time. As we know, time is important, time of essence. We must teach them that. Save regularly and make saving money a lifelong habit. As you know, if you can save, it's an important thing. It's a good thing when you can save money. How and when to make polite phone calls rather than texting. Some things require a conversation. Like teach your boys, or your children, not everything you're gonna text someone. There are times in life when you need to make a phone call to talk to people. You know what I'm saying? Like for example, if someone died, you want to call that person and extend your sympathy rather than sending them a text. How to use and improve to your credit score. As we know here in the United States, that when you have a good credit score, you can go buy anything you want in the world. You want to teach your children about credit score, how important and how valuable it is for them to know how to do these things. You want to teach them also how to manage deposit and withdraw money from the bank. A lot of times, sometimes we don't teach our children these things, and to get involved in the community, how they can get involved with Red Cross. If there is something happen, someone need a tornado, they can get involved with some food program. They can share things. Also, another big thing you want to teach your child is not to borrow money from people too much. I learned that a lot of times you want to go and borrow money or lend money to people, and I can share a personal story to you. You know, without calling any names, as we know that money is the root of. I've always said that money is the root of all evil. I had a very good friend. No, I still have her as my friend, and a couple of years ago, she had asked me to borrow $200, and I said, "Okay, fine, no problem." Someone who I love, I always text, "Oh, I love you," and this and that. And it has been over 1 year ago. She gave me $100, and I said, "Fine, no problem." And it has been like, let's see, probably more than a year now that she didn't give me back the $100. But you know, to me, it's someone who I love, and it doesn't really matter to me if she give me back or not, because she's a good person, but I know that she's struggling. But when she sees me, it's like, if there's a problem there, like I don't get the same reception that she had before for me. But I still love her. I still go and say, "Hey, how you doing? What's you doing? How things going?" And you know, I pretend like I never lend her the money. But money is a big issue. Money causes children and their parents to have problem, parents and their children to have problem, siblings to have problems. So be very careful. Teach your children these things to save a little bit when they get their pay, and not to borrow too much. And if they even have time to borrow, that they be able to make sure they pay back in a timely manner. People need to know that they lend you the money, they want their money back. Manage peer pressure. As we all know in this world, that when you go to school, there is so much peer pressure that's going on, and you want to teach your children, as we said, some of the things, how they could manage their peer pressure and walk away from anything. We want to teach our children, you don't stand up sometime and fight when you see someone has a gun or a cutlass or whatever it is. You walk away and do things, okay? Utilize a meal plan and not waste money. Not because you have money, you're going to spend a lot of money. Also, another very important thing you want to teach your child is how to do laundry. Laundry is a very important thing to teach your boys and your girls to do. Imagine you have big children and they don't know how to do laundry. Also, shop for grocery. You let them know that you go to the store and you want to spend $20. Let them pick up $20 things. Don't go and pick up a whole $100 things when you have $20. Also, now it's very important. People watch their calories, how much they eat. You want your children to make sure when they go to the grocery store, they don't eat too much calories, that they watch their content that they're going to eat and how much fat and so on. Especially if you have diabetes, you want low calorie stuff. If you have diabetes, you want not too much sugar in your sugar content if you have diabetes, or too much salt if you have hypertension. Okay, let's see. Tips, a good thing to learn your children, especially here in the United States, and I didn't know about this in Guyana. When you go to the store, you go and eat out, you want your children to learn how to give tips, and give appropriately, give enough tips that you make someone happy, understand the terms when applying for a credit card, keep scholarship and financial aid, eat healthy and resist unhealthy food choices. And I want to talk about this a lot of time. Look, for example, I love to eat Chinese food. Excuse me. I love to eat Chinese food, but I don't eat Chinese food probably once a month or once every 2 months. I love to eat some chicken wing with some hot pepper sauce and some ketchup, but that does not mean I'm going to eat it every day because now I'm older. I have to watch my cholesterol. I don't want to die of a heart attack. I don't want to get a stroke, so I'm watching what I'm eating. I try to eat a lot of fish at this time, which is good. A lot of fatty fish is good, not pork and beef, okay? Let's see how to do your taxes. A lot of people don't know how to do the taxes, and it's important to know how to do that. Another very important to do is to clean. A lot of times we have our children, we don't teach them things, how to clean their apartment, how to clean their room, how to get their clothes ready for the laundry, how to separate the white from the colored. Sometimes we don't take the time to do these kind of things, and it is very important because the first day they go to laundry, and they when I came to America, I didn't even know that. And you teach your children to separate the colors. You do white with white, you do colored with colored, okay? And you have any clothes that's running, you can probably wash it by itself. You understand medical coverage. You want your children to know also how to write a resume after they finish school, and I know they do that in school. Another very important thing to teach your children how to do is how to dress for an interview, a job interview, or any kind of interview. A lot of times, especially the children nowadays, some of them wear their pants halfway to the butt. They wear a T-shirt to go for an interview. I believe that when you go for an interview, you should like a gentleman or a beautiful young lady, not dressing inappropriately and going for an interview. You want to teach your boys you wear a nice shirt, a nice suit, and a nice tie. If you can't afford a suit, just wear a nice tie and for your interview or whatever it is, okay? Also, we're going to talk, I'm going to ask DJ to get a nice song to play for me. My throat is getting a little dry now. And when we come, we'll talk another safety issue that's important to talk about, and which is alcohol. You're watching the Ken Rampersaud Show here on Island Zone Radio. Let's go, DJ. You're watching the Ken Rampersaud Show.
Wong Ping had a little shop operating in town, selling everything from razor to watchy Kong. I went to get a hairbrush for my girlfriend birthday. Wong Ping leaned on the counter and he said, well, if you wanna get a very good plus, you better make a show like the Chinese plus. If you wanna get a very good plus, better make a show like the Chinese plus. Chinese plus make a hard wood, make a lady feel very, very good. If you wanna get a very good plus, get a China kind. Even little bit of China plus lasts a long, long time. Lasts a long, long time. I tell the fella he mad. I say Wong Ping give me a rest. Everybody know that the English brush is the best. Wong Ping say, man, you policeman, you may have been mistake, man. English plus 5 minutes, the damn thing break. So if you wanna get a very good plus, you better make a show with the Chinese plus. If you wanna get a very good plus, you better make a show with the Chinese plus. Chinese plus make a hard wood, make a lady feel very, very good. If you wanna get a very good plus, get a China kind. Even little bit of Chinese plus lasts a long, long time. Wong Ping tell me go home, take it easy, don't rush. Give your girl a shampoo and an hand to the Chinese brush. She bound to be satisfied. I guarantee what I sell. She'll bite up your neck and scratch up your back like hell, man. Well, if you wanna get a very good plus, you better make a show with the Chinese plus. If you wanna get a very good plus, you better make a show with the Chinese plus. Chinese plus make a hard wood, make a lady feel very, very good. If you wanna get a very good plus, get a China kind. Even little bitty Chinese plus lasts a long, long time. Oh, little Chinese music for Wong Ping. Wong Ping say, you damn chubby young fella. You must have jungle here, man. Talking China blood, talking blood, English blood. English blood not damn good. English blood blaking all time. English people make very good cricket bat. English speaker make lousy blood. Every 5 minutes, blaking. And Frenchman no better. Everybody say, oh, the Frenchman, the very romantic fellow. Kiss a lady hand, give a lady flowers. Chanel number 5, Chanel number 66, 67, 68, 70. Why you laughing, boy? French plus too difficult. Handle upside down. And Japanese all time famous all over world. Make all kind things very, very good, very, very cheap. Japanese blouse, no good, too cheap. Only blousing sideways. But shiny blouse. Bless you whole day, never blink. What we say?
Hey, Wong.
Hey, Wong, who you calling here, Wong, boy?
Oh, sorry. Hey, Comrade Wong.
Never mind, comrade gone down that day, the wall break down.
Sorry. Mr. Wong.
Oh, that's a better. What you want, boy? What you want?
Mr. Wong, I hear that they have some very good brush in the West Indies. I wonder if you could tell me about Jamaica brush.
I hear a story from Ken Rampersaud. Cricket came in the jungle. Sunday.
Good afternoon and welcome back to the Ken Rampersaud Show here on Island Zone Radio. And as we are talking, and Guavaman, you're right. He says first impression makes the best and probably a lifelong lasting impression. So we must be aware of these things when going for an interview. You may carry an envelope that is old with dog ears, thus ruining your chance of getting a job. And it is so true. Shalini Rajkumar, thanks for watching. Kamla Prasad, thanks for watching. Sunita Narayan, thank you. Roshani Baksh, good to have you on. It's good that you're staying. Also, Shireen Mutu, thanks for watching. My good friend, Sahodra Basil, thanks for watching. Always good to hear from you on Facebook. Let's see. Dolly Shahid says, you always has to teach your kids to do housework, boys and girls. Absolutely. And I really believe in that. Because when I came to the United States too, I came at 25 years old. And I really didn't have anybody to do much for me, so I had to do things for myself. And that's when I learned the importance of teaching your children to do things for themselves. Margaret Boyle, thanks for watching. Sati Chetram, thanks for watching. Let's see, that's true. Dolly says, that's true. A lot of young kids don't know anything. Yusuf Shakur, thanks for watching. And yes, good afternoon, Dolly. Priya said it's important to start teaching them to eat healthy, especially with all the sickness that's going on now. Puran Prasad, thanks for watching. Lakshmi Jagdandan, thanks for watching. Let's see, Jennifer The Cloud, thank you. Anil Sarwan, thanks for watching. Yes, both gender needs to learn all the things. And Priya said that, yes. Adrian Mohan, thank you. Susan Prasad, thanks for watching. You find that a lot, Ken, that they can be honest to tell you the things that are bad and something. Parma Sarup, thank you very much. Narima Dat, thanks for watching. Ria Cindy, thanks for watching. Mohani Singh, thank you. My good friend Sukhdeo Mangal, thank you very much for watching. Another good friend, Ganika Singh, watching all the way from Canada. It's good to have you on. Ram Hiralal, he says, good night, my friend. How is everything going? Everything is fine. Let's see what else you have. Geeta Ram, thank you very much. Bibi Shairul, thanks for watching. Din N. Rosanna, thank you for watching. Good to have Mohammed on. It's good to have you on. We went to the same school in Guyana. And good to have Naz Ali on. She's on from Trinidad and Tobago. And Select Abid, I mentioned congratulations to you and to your wife. Congratulations and happy anniversary to you and her. And I wish you guys happy marriage life together and take it to the end, my friend. Life is a beautiful thing and you have to make your wife happy and as such, she have to make you happy too. So a lovely couple, and you guys seem to be doing a fantastic job. You're always in a good mood. All we have to learn to do as DJs keep them girls far away from us. You know what I'm talking about. But you are a great guy. I was listening to you last night. Okay, so again, congratulations to you and to your wife, Selector, a bit all the way from Canada. He's always good to have you on. Okay, my brother. Do what you got to do. Also, guys, Stanley Ramsaram, good to have you on. Kamini Ritraj, thanks for watching. Nalini Singh, Rajendra Arjun, thank you. Let me see. Maureen Imran, thank you. Watching from BVI. Good to have you on. I went to the British Virgin Island a couple of years ago on a cruise, the Norwegian Dawn. So I would love to go back to this island to take Gita for a walk and to see how it was. Also, we wanted to, we are talking about how do we help our children, our boys, and so on, to girls to do things. And now, especially here in the States, a lot of things girls can do too. It's not only gender based. You want to teach children also how to stay in touch with their friends and their family. It is important. As we know, we can get carried away, and sometimes I get carried away because of my busy lifestyle. Another thing we want to teach our children, especially our boys and our girls too, drinking and how they consume alcohol. As I always say to myself, we teach our boys and children not to drink and drive. Drink alcohol, yes, you can drink a little bit, but drink responsibly. Don't drink and get drunk where you have to sleep on the street, which I see before. Drink where you can maintain that sobriety, that you can even go home. Another thing I want to say, if you drink and you're drunk, there is so many taxi now in Guyana. In the United States, there is Uber, there is Lyft. Try not to drink and drive. That's a message from me to you guys. Don't drink and drive, and drink responsibly. And as parents and as father, we want to teach our children that by showing them, that we are not going to drink and drunk and drive our car and do all these fancy things. No, we're not going to do that. Also, live with groups of strangers. Especially here in the United States, a lot of times that we have our children, when they get older, they go off to college. We want to teach our boys and our girls that when they go to college, how to deal with strangers, how to live with people. And another thing, how to keep your area clean and tidy, how to keep your bathroom clean and tidy, to work together to get things done, how to plunge a toilet. A lot of times people don't know how to do that, how to stay safe, get the right amount of sleep and exercise. You want to teach your children, and not boys, and this is boys alone, you want to teach your girls and boys how to exercise and to keep your weight down, to live a healthy life, also how to sleep. We all know that children, they need a good amount of sleep, so teach them that's how important to them. Prepare if you are pulled over by the police. You want to tell your children not to be rude to police officer. Always be cordial, be professional with the police officers. You don't have to fight when the police stop you, okay? Be professional. You just take out your license, you respond to what they give you, okay? Store and prepare food safely. You don't want them to bring food and leave it on the table and go next morning and eat it. You can get food poison. Also, you want to know how to use basic tools for minor repairs, create a stick to their budget, deal with unexpected expenses. Don't tell me what unexpected is. Unexpected expenses. Jesus Christ. After you pay your bills, next thing you know, you have a car problem, you have to spend money for that. So you have to, then a tire gone bad, you get puncture. Lord, there's so much problems, and things can happen unexpectedly. So always budget yourself for the unexpected. You also want to stay healthy, including hand washing and mask wearing, recognizing the faults in email, also phone calls. One of the things I want to say, especially at this difficult time, we want to tell our children the importance of the COVID-19 and what they can do really to help themselves for being safe, to wear their masks, to practice hand washing, to keep their sanitizer in their pocket, in their bags. So we must let them know how to do this. Another important thing we want to teach our children is to keep abreast of what's going on in your community. It's very important that you wake up. First thing you may want to do is to listen to the news. What's going on in your community? Did someone robbing the houses in your area? Let them know that, okay? Also, we, especially the Guyanese here in the United States, a lot of times some of us don't want to go and vote. It is important to go vote where your voice be heard. So teach your children the importance of going out and vote. I'll be going and vote this year for the person of my choice. Also, let your sons and your daughters know how to deal with their friends who are drinking too much and who are drunk a lot of times. Teach them either to stay away from them or how to help them, to make sure that if their friend is drunk and they're sober, make sure that they get home safe, or you bring them by your place and that they are safe. How to deal, I said, with a car accident. Be clear about consents and the wishes of romantic relationship. Like I said earlier before, that your teach your boys, especially your boys, how to respect women and respect their rights, what they want to do. Be your own strong, be your advocate in a positive way. Stand up for yourself, advocate for yourself, but do so if you can professionally, okay? Write and send handwritten thank you note to people. Always you want to show your gratitude to someone. Someone did something to you, you want to let them know thank you and please. You want to know how to do these things, to pay bill on time and set up automatic payments. A lot of times that you get bill, you leave them, next thing you know, you get overcharged, you get late payment. And what now, especially here in the States, I don't know what they do in Guyana, whereby you can pay your bill directly from your bank account, which is a good thing. Also, a lot of times our children, they talk about, Daddy, can you get us a pet? Mommy, can you get us a pet? And a lot of times they don't know the responsibility and how big is that responsibility. You want to teach them and let them know that having a pet is not just bringing a pet in the house, but you have to walk your dog, or you have a cat. You need to help them. You have veterinary bills that they may not be able to know and to follow up with. So just let them know the responsibility of a pet is just like having an animal, especially here in the United States. Understand auto insurance and coverage. We know that you have liability insurance and you have full coverage. You want them to know that you have liability, that you wouldn't get back any money to fix your car. But if you have full coverage, what it does is that it pay back for actually all of the car expense. So you want to let your children know the difference between liability and full coverage in cars. Okay. Also, you want to teach your boys and your girls how to change their own their bed sheet, and they can start from young as 10 and 11. Don't think that they are too small. Also, how to change a flat tire. It is important. When you have your shirt to put on a button, it is very important how to do that. How to iron their clothes. I see a lot of young people have on nice clothes, but it's not ironed. So you want to teach your boys how to do these kind of things. How to cope with loneliness. How to cope with loss. If somebody died for them, what to do in case they become depressed, in case it's too much for them, what they need to do. Also greet someone respectfully with eye contact and handshake. And you want to let your children know that, you know what, when you meet someone, you talk to them professionally, you greet them, you watch them in their eyes. Hello, how are you? Also, a simple thing like using a jumper cable to start your car, because you know that you have that red part and the black part, and where to put it on when you're jump starting another car. You don't want to use the red and put it to the black, and then you mess up the car engine. Something that I learned over the years. Also research potential career path. You know, and I'm glad I'm saying this, because a lot of times I met so many brilliant people, and they're not thinking, how am I going to live? What career path do I choose? Should I really go choose something that's marketable, that when I finish with a master's degree, that I will get a job immediately? I know some people who choose like something like English, and I'm not bad attacking anybody or anything, but you know what? Choose something that's going to bring money. Like, for example, if you have a master's degree, you could make like $120,000, $100,000 a year. But if you could do a social work degree, you might barely get $50,000, $60,000. So it's good to, before you choose where you're heading, which career path you want, make sure you do your research and see what is going to pay, which career is going to pay you more. Put yourself out there and make friends. Remember, you cannot live by yourself in this world. You need friends. And I hope that these information can be very helpful to you guys, that could help your children. I know it's 6:50. I'm going to play, ask DJ to play a nice song, and then I'll wrap up. I had really want to talk about the qualities of a good husband, which I'm going to talk about next week, how you let your children, your girl children, choose a good husband. When we come back next week, it's a lot of information I want to share today, but I know I only have 9 minutes. So let's go to another song, and when we come back, I'll read some greetings. I'll say hello to some of you guys. Let's go, DJ.
Well, I hear a story from Ken Rampersaud. Cricket came in the jungle Sunday morning right after church. Big crowd assembled. Donkey say me fuss, I batting. You know I love me cricket. Crapper sit down behind the stumps. He say alright, I keep in wicket. Giraffe and kangaroo at fine leg. Snake down in the gully. Umpire parrot in the tree. He say, all right, fellas, are you ready? And the ones, the crowd, start to sing very loud if you hear them. Hit the ball, donkey, hit the ball. Cover, drive him and make him ball. Hook the man like Kali Charan and put him straight in the stand. Elephant turn and pick up the ball. He say, I open the bowling. Monkey say, boy, the size of you. If you say you're bowling, you're bowling. Well, elephant walk about half mile, and then he started running. He coming down like a express train. The whole blasted jungle shaking. When he see elephant coming down, oh, donkey start to shiver. Red ants hit him a couple bite. He say, man, bat and parts together. And then the ones in the crowd start to sing very loud if you hear them. Hit the ball, donkey, hit the ball. Cover, drive him and make him ball. Hook the man like Vivian Richard and put him straight out the yard. Elephant coming down like a horse. He jump up high and deliver. The ball come down like a thunderbolt and bust the bat into splinter. Liquid donkey, liquid crapo, liquid snake in the gully. Lick down giraffe and kangaroo and gone whistling down to the boundary. Well, red ants lie down flat on the ground. He say, Lord, that elephant crazy. He must be thinking it's Courtney Walsh or the man from Antigua, Courtly. And the ones in the crowd start to sing very loud if you hear them. Hit the ball, donkey, hit the ball. Cover, drive him and make him ball. Hook the man like Brian Lara and put him out the pasture. Scatteration out on the field. Every man jack was hiding. Crapo lie down like if he dead. Giraffe and kangaroo limping. But Mr. Parrot, the umpire, he said, all you hold some straight. Elephant, that was a low ball. Donkey to bat again. The donkey turn round and watch Parrot. He say, Parrot, shut your mouth. You're behind safe up inside the tree. No ball, me tail, I out. And he turned to the crowd and he said, very very loud. Let me tell you, all you're talking about hit the man, but all your backside inside the stand. Send some other jackass to bat. This jackass finish with that.
That's right, that's right. Our Guyanese man sing that song there. It's good to see you guys on. I see my co-host in line, Shanaz Hussein. She's saying, hit the ball, donkey, hit the ball. Hope you're safe, my dear co-host Shanaz Hussein. Usha Ali, thanks for watching. Mahadeo, Jairam, thanks for watching. Vidya Sigubin, thank you. Roshini Baksh, I'm so glad that you tune in and you stay with me throughout the show. Sally Hamid, thank you very much. Nalo Kishore Gopal, thank you very much. Loretta Madre, thanks for watching the show. Sunil and Elsa, thanks for watching the show. And Priya said that I can jumpstart a car and change a tire. I can be a teacher for your kiddos too. Well, I know that you are living your best life, and so good to have you on. Dude Not Bikram, thanks for watching the show. And Guavaman said it right. Young actor Lane Garrison from Prison Break and Mark Wahlberg movie, the shooter blew his chances of being a major actor after kill someone by DUI. And we have to drink responsibly. We have to teach our boys and our sons how to do these things. Yes, and our girls too. Deonarine Bim, thanks for watching. Sandra Prasad, thanks for watching. Radhika Babulal, thanks for watching. Let's see, Naz Ahmad, thanks for watching. Chandra Mahadeo, thanks for watching. Indra Hanuman, thanks for watching. Felicia Singh, thank you. And Imran, thanks for watching from BVI. Love the Caribbean islands, and trust me. Kamini Rituraj, thanks very much for watching. Stanley saying good night and be safe. Shalini Rajkumar, thank you. Kamala Prasad. Let's see. Sanita Narayan, thanks for watching. And let's see, if I haven't called you guys' name, please, I'm sorry. I want to call all you guys' name. I really don't get to see all the names here on my screen, on my telephone screen. So just forgive me. And you can always, moving forward, you can always inbox me if you want me to say hello, give a shout out to you guys. Again, guys, as I'm closing off this show today here on the Ken Rampersaud Show, first, I would like to say thank you very much for tuning into the Ken Rampersaud Show. Is very important. I'm so glad that you tune in tonight. It's important that we help our children. We be a source of guidance, a positive source of guidance for our children, and we want to help our children to live their best life. Also, as parents, we want you to know you live your best life. And if you live your best life, it rubs off on your children, and you are going to help your children to live their best life. And so, as always, be a good role model for your children. Be kind, show love, show support. Don't be scared to hug your children and tell them how much you love them, how much you care, and let them know that they are valuable to you and to the world. Until then, I want to say thank you very much. I know tomorrow is a holiday here in the United States. I want to say a special hello to my co-host, Shanaz Hussein, who's always been such a blessing in my life and to this household. I know that she got a birthday coming up soon too. So guys, all you who have your birthday and who are celebrating your birthday, we want to wish you guys a happy birthday here on the Ken Rampersaud Show. Do have a very pleasant evening, and as tomorrow is holiday, if you're going to drink drinks and take it easy, don't drink and drive. Until next week, be good to yourself and love your neighbor. Let's go, DJ. Probably we can close with a song, a good song. Again, thanks for watching the Ken Rampersaud Show here on Island Zone Radio. And hello to my beautiful Geeta. I hope she's coming home safe. Let's go. Run, Mr. Rooster.
Well, there was a man with 16 chickens and all refused to lay. So he went and buy a big red rooster. When the chickens see the rooster, they suddenly gone mad. He could see them chasing him round and round the yard. Boy, you see the rooster running, 16 sexy chickens chasing him round and round the corner. If you see the rooster running, 16 16 sexy chicken chasing him. Falling for murder. Run, Mr. Kokioko. Run, Mr. Kokioko. Run, Mr. Kokioko. Run, Mr. Kokioko. Man, the rooster galloping, he moving very fast. 16 chicken really have him going. Finally, they corner him and refuse to let him pass. He stand up. If you hear him blowing, and if you see the rooster running, 16 sexy chicken chasing him, wrong and wrong the corner. If you see the rooster running, 16 of them imagine, falling for murder. Run, Mr. Kokioko. Run, Mr. Kokioko. Run, Mr. Kokioko. Run, Mr. Kokioko. Well, they trapped the mister and they started advancing.
That's right. Run, Mr. Rooster. Good night and thanks for watching the Ken Rampersaud Show here on Island Zone Radio.